Rodney stepped on stage looking uneasy, drenched in sweat, and already expecting the worst. The moment he started talking, the entire room erupted. Not even the most powerful man in America could hold back his laughter.
Thank you very much. Boy, what a crowd, what a crowd. Oh, well. Last week I went to the track, too. That was a beauty. They shut off the opening gun. They killed my horse.
Ford's Theater, Washington, D.C., 1981. An elegant NBC tribute is underway. Ronald and Nancy Reagan settle in for a refined presidential evening. Then a shaky, visibly nervous performer steps out and completely turns the atmosphere upside down.
My wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, just see what he looked like. She told me she got the license plate number. Oh, she's not smart at all. I told her our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know. I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on her lips and she won't drink from my glass. I mean, there's always some. My wife's father, he just moved in too, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens.
Then he delivers the perfect summary of his lifelong misfortune. He is standing right in front of the president, still talking as if nobody important would ever return his calls, while Reagan bursts into laughter like the punchline completely blindsided him.
You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. With me, nothing comes easy. I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? I mean, it's not easy being me. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet, you wake up daddy. Now, but I tell you, I finally got some respect. They asked me here tonight, you know. And I tell you, I'm surprised I'm here. I mean, I voted for Randolph Scott.
The mood changes in an instant. No drawn-out setup. No careful introduction. Just one gloomy punchline after another. His expression promises failure. His delivery is absolutely lethal. Reagan never stood a chance. Then the family jokes land, and the presidential grin completely falls apart. His shoulders betray him before anything else. Rodney turns misfortune into something hilariously heartbreaking. Holding back laughter almost feels wrong.
You know, what a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. Now, the kids today is different. They got it too good. They don't appreciate it either. Last Christmas, my kid wanted a BB gun. I gave him a BB gun. He gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back. Smart kid I got the other day. I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher.
After a room that formal has completely fallen apart, the next challenge begins. A late-night studio, an unshakable host, and a comedian who turns every promotional appearance into a perfectly set ambush.
My old man, he didn't help either. The time I was kidnapped, they sent back a piece of my finger. He said he wanted more proof. Hey, you know, as a kid, I went through plenty. Well, my uncle's dying wish, he wanted me on his lap. He was in the electric chair. Well, it's the same thing today, no respect. Routine too. What's new with you?
Decades went by, but the edge never faded. The jokes became more deliberate, the voice turned grittier, and somehow the punchlines grew even bolder. This time, Conan was the one in the hot seat. By the moment he settles onto Conan's couch, the rhythm is calmer, yet the unpredictability remains. The host can barely hide his excitement. The comedy icon seems moments away from saying something nobody will ever be able to erase.
An incredible thing.
Well, not that strong, but I'm going. Yeah, you get 75, it's not a kid anymore, I guess, huh? I mean, I got no sex life, I just told you. I'm at the age now, if I squeeze into a parking place, I'm sexually satisfied. Yeah.
The joke is ridiculous, slightly risque, and far too truthful, which is exactly what makes it hilarious. Then he shifts to talking about his marriage, and you can actually watch the conversation drift beyond the comfortable zone in real time.
recently, too.
I heard this. You got married.
I got married 3 years ago. I married a lovely girl. Her name is Joan. She's from Utah, and she's a Mormon. That's right, a Mormon.
You really married a Mormon?
That's right. I'm very happy, very happy. In fact, next week I'm marrying her sister. Now, I tell you, before I got married for years, I was, as they say, just playing a field.
Oh, yeah.
Or to be more accurate, I was playing with myself in a field. Jesus.
But you enjoyed that. It was fun.
Yes, I enjoyed that. Were you watching me?
Yes, Rodney, I was.
When the old club days come up, he turns survival into a punchline. One throwaway line says more than a whole documentary. Before TV applause, there were rooms where a bad set could become a physical problem.
You just don't seem like a website kind of guy to me. You just,
Well, my wife started it,
Oh, really?
That's why I picked up on it, and I supply you with the humor to it, and that's the way it works. So.
Yeah, this is amazing, because you've gotten to a point now where you're in the computer age, but you're starting out, a number of years ago. You were really playing some tough gigs. This was a hard time for you.
This is nice. You can finish your act without getting hit here, I worked in tough places.
That's not true, actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I worked in tough places like Fonzo's Knuckle Room, Aldo's, formerly Vito's.
Then he looks back at his love life, like success was just another inconvenience. The host gives him one perfect little opening, and he walks straight through it like this is normal breakfast talk.
Sometimes, I think back of all the women I had to sleep with to get where I got,
We got a funny clip, actually,
Not,
to show.
I'll do it over again.
All right, let's take a look at this clip from Meet Wally Sparks. Take a look.
What a party. Looks like the unhappy hour. I'm going to play for you. How do I want this guy? Look.
That late career looseness followed him everywhere. Put him on a cleaner stage, under brighter lights, and somehow the jokes felt even more dangerous.
Oh, my wife, she's full of smart answers. You kidding? Before we got married, I was crazy about it. I told her I like to go steady. She told me to try prune juice.
Other comics used appearances to promote their shows. Rodney made every invitation sound like a sentence. By the time Bloomington becomes a full-blown survival adventure, the audience has already embraced the madness.
Bloomington, Minnesota.
Land of 1,000 lakes.
Well, that's right. There'll be a lot of lakes over there.
1,000.
1,000 lakes will be there.
Arlington Celebrity Club.
In Bloomington, Minnesota.
Bloomington, Minnesota.
This place is so far out in the woods, my act's going to be reviewed in Field and Stream.
Then the host tags it, and the desk turns into a punchline match. No big setup, just two pros tossing trouble while the audience chases every bounce.
Yeah, but I keep show business is rough, though. You know
Is
that,
it really?
Johnny. Sure. That's why. That's why just a hobby with me. I make my money at my regular job, I sing the national anthem at cockfights, and I make my money there. That's what I do.
Still helps.
It's a rough business, you know that. Yeah. Last week my fan club broke up. The guy died. All kinds of people. Met a guy in Vegas last week. I was working there. A wild guy from Texas, Wow. Yeah, he has a big ranch down there. Mm-hmm. He told me in his ranch he has 60 hands working there. 60. All on him. Ooh, he's a wild
Yes. It's the gay ranchero, I guess.
Huh? That's right. You're all right, you know
thank
that?
you. Yeah.
Then Rodney drops a line that sounds harmless until it bites. The face stays dead, the laugh explodes, and the desk nearly folds.
Two generations. So my dog, too, she gives me trouble.
Your dog?
Yeah. I got a female dog, I tried to mate her. She wants 50 biscuits. Today's been a terrible day today.
Well, what happened today?
I got up this morning, did my push-ups in the nude. I didn't see the mousetrap. How it is, I know I'm getting old. At my age, I want two girls at once, Yeah, if I fall asleep, they got each other to talk to. What's new with you?
The pacing is his greatest weapon. He fires off one punchline, waits for the laughter to land, then moves on before anyone can recover. At one point, Even the commercial break feels less like a scheduled pause and more like a much-needed rescue.
This has been following you all your life, you mean?
I was rough when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was a kid the first time I had my picture taken. The pony threw me. Another one I should have.
You got to try him out of town, right? You can't bring him in.
Take him on a road to you. Take him on a road. You got to break him in. So you ever get the feeling you wasted your whole life?
Huh?
I don't know. It's not easy. I got no respect the day I was born.
Really?
No respect. The doctor picked me up and smacked me. I found out the nurse, she got a few in too, you know.
We got to take a break here, but then we'll come right back and find out how your health is, because I'm always interested.
Comes out so much, I feel like I'm doing a magic act up here.
Well, after this message of interest.
Nobody expected that. Then he turns the same painful reality into family jokes. The audience prepares for the impact, but his hopeless delivery somehow makes every savage punchline feel surprisingly gentle when it lands.
Lonely kid too, Johnny. Oh,
yeah,
was I lonely.
lonely, huh?
Yeah. Even in the park, I had no friends.
Really?
I remember the seesaw. I had to keep running from one end to the other. You know?
That's lonely. That's sad.
I grew up, I was lonely too, and I grew up.
Yeah.
I couldn't get dates with girls.
Girls didn't?
Trouble with girls, they go for a guy with looks. Everything is looks, you know.
Yeah.
But this thing's more important than looks. It's underneath what counts. Soul, depth.
Right.
That's what's important, not looks. Now, how many times take a walk in the street, you see a tall, handsome man walking arm in arm with a short, fat, ugly girl? I never saw that. Did you?
Never saw.
And of course, marriage comes next. With him, love was never sweet. It was chaos with perfect timing. Years later, that same energy still had younger hosts sweating.
I got a niece, an ugly girl. She got married. She's happy. She married an ugly guy.
Right.
And today they got two very ugly kids.
Ugly kids, yes.
In fact, they're all so ugly in a family album. They only keep the negatives. Loving me, Johnny.
That's
Funny,
the
I
main
love
thing.
a lot of things.
Love.
I love sports, I love music, and
Right.
one of my kids.
And naturally, marriage becomes the topic. With him, romance was never really romance. It was a disaster delivered with flawless timing. Even years later, that same chaos still had younger hosts on edge.
Yeah.
Oh, my wife, you kidding? I could tell you stories of my wife sometime.
Yeah.
Or else we'll have a few drinks sometime. I'll start talking.
Really?
When I drink, I talk, you know.
I didn't-
My wife's a cold person, Johnny.
Oh,
Cold.
I'm sorry.
Well, her side of the waterbed is frozen. Very cold. I made love to a girl once. I lost even more. I lost 150 calories, my watch, and my wallet.
That is what set Rodney apart from every other comedian of his generation. He never relied on a long setup, the perfect audience, or a carefully polished routine. All he needed was a microphone, half a minute, and that worn-out expression. Then Reagan broke into laughter, Carson lost composure, Conan tensed up, Leno cracked, and the entire room followed. Rodney never succeeded by acting cool. He succeeded by embracing defeat louder and better than anyone else. And the best part? He spent years insisting he got no respect, yet one look at Reagan's face tells a different story. That is not courtesy laughter. That is someone completely blindsided by the joke. So which Rodney punchline got Reagan the most, and which moment made you laugh first? Share it in the comments. If you enjoy Hollywood's funniest, most awkward, and unforgettable moments, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.